In this Best Buy College Innovator Fund application, we'd like to see if some of the funds that Best Buy has made generously available can be used to help K-12 science education. As we know, our schools are involved with budget cuts and political wrangling, and often what gets cut out are art, science, and music. So it's definitely leaving a gap in our kids' education, while the rest of us who are not involved with K-12 are definitely witnessing something called the Maker's Revolution. Anyone who wants to do a science or technical project can, as we've seen on sites like Kickstarter and in the annual Makers Fair and the Arduino crowd. We don't have to wait for the budget cuts and politics to get resolved. We can get our kids doing these things now, and we should be encouraging them to do that. Our project here involves something called a sun photometer, which allows you to measure the air quality at your location. Our invention is inside this black box here, and if you just point at the sun, light from the sun goes into the box and is analyzed, and the device itself spits out a number onto a voltmeter here that you can read. The premise, of course, is that light from the sun has to pass through the atmosphere on the way to the ground where it's measured. So it depends on what's in your atmosphere. Is it smoggy or hazy? Or is there a fire nearby injecting soot into your atmosphere? All of these things would be indicative of the number ultimately read on the voltmeter. As far as crowdsourcing science goes, which is our goal, if we can get these into the hands of K-12 students nationwide, we can start making a map like this, which would be an air quality map of the United States as created by our kids. So every one of the measurements could be a balloon on this map here, and we see an overall map of the air quality over the United States, so the kids could see what contribution they're making with the science that they're doing with our sun photometer. So with $10,000, we'd like to manufacture a few hundred of these sun photometers. In other words, get our rather ugly, cumbersome prototype into a professional box, stamp our website on the name of it, and just on the side of it there, and just initially give them away. K-12 science teachers, graduates of our teacher credential program, even as gifts to K-12 age students that we know. And when it's in your hands, it's an invitation to join a science project. Just point at the sun once a day, report your number, and you've joined a science project. Thank you for your consideration.